The photograph in my hand shows a man I've never seen before, standing in my kitchen. I took this picture 30 seconds ago. The kitchen was empty. My name is David Rosen, and I need you to understand something. I'm not insane. I'm a data analyst. I live in spreadsheets and probabilities. But right now, I'm holding a Polaroid that defies every rational thought I've ever had. And I can't stop staring at it. It started 6 hours ago. Bergman's Antiques on Clay Street. You know the type of place. Dust particles hovering in shafts of amber light, the smell of deteriorating leather and wood varnish. I wasn't looking for anything specific, just killing time after the divorce papers arrived.
You have the eye of a collector, young man. That camera, very special. SX70, 1973. Film's expired, of course, but there's still one cartridge inside. 8 exposures left.
The Polaroid was beautiful. Folding chrome body, leather grip worn smooth by decades of hands. $40. I didn't haggle. First photograph, my apartment window. Golden hour light bleeding through half-drawn blinds. Normal. The image developed with that chemical smell I remembered from childhood. Vinegar and thyme. Second photograph. The bookshelf. I wanted to capture the spines. The way Naomi left gaps where she'd taken her favorites. I watched the image emerge from the white void. And that's when I saw him. Corner of the frame. Blurred, like he'd moved during exposure. A man in a dark coat. Standing in my hallway. Behind me. Behind where I'd been standing. I spun around. Empty hallway. Heart climbing into my throat. I told myself, chemical degradation. Expired film. Double exposure. But my hands were shaking when I raised the camera again. Third photograph. The hallway itself. Proving it was empty. Proving I wasn't losing my mind. The Polaroid slid out with that mechanical whir. I counted the seconds. 10, 15, 20. The image resolved. He was closer now. Same man, same dark coat. But now he stood at the end of the hallway, facing me. His features were clearer. Gaunt face, hollow eyes, mouth slightly open like he was trying to speak. The hallway was still empty. I could see it with my own eyes. But the photograph didn't lie. It showed him there, waiting. That was 4 photographs ago. Now he's in my kitchen. And there are only 3 exposures left. I'm documenting this because if something happens to me, someone needs to know. The police won't believe photographs, but maybe you will. 5th photograph. I aimed at the front door. Locked. Chain fastened. Deadbolt engaged. I needed proof that I was safe, that nothing could get in. The image developed. He was standing on the other side of the door. Face pressed against the wood, one palm flat against the surface, fingers splayed, like he was feeling for vibrations. For me. I could hear my own breathing, ragged, too loud, but nothing else. No footsteps in the hallway outside, no creaking floorboards. The building was silent. I did what any rational person would do. I called someone. Marcus? Marcus, I need you to come over. Now. I know it's late, please. Something's wrong with... I can't explain over the phone.
David, man, you sound wrecked. Is this about Naomi? Because drowning in antique shopping isn't.
There's someone in my apartment.
Then call 911, not me. I'm 20 minutes away.
He's only in the photographs. Silence. Then the click. He hung up. I don't blame him. Sixth photograph. I took it without thinking. Just pointed the camera at the bathroom mirror. Some stupid part of my brain wanted to see my own face, to confirm I was still real, still here. The flash erupted. The Polaroid ejected. I watched the image bloom into existence. In the mirror's reflection, he stood directly behind me, close enough that I should have felt his breath on my neck. His hand was raised, reaching toward my shoulder. I could see every detail now. The threadbare fabric of his coat, the grayish tint of his skin. His eyes, not hollow, I'd been wrong. They were pleading, desperate. His mouth was moving, forming words I couldn't hear. I spun around. Bathroom empty. Just white tiles and the dripping faucet I'd been meaning to fix. 2 exposures left. And I realized something that turned my blood to ice water. I hadn't lowered the camera. My finger was already hovering over the shutter button. I wanted to take another photograph. I needed to see what happened next. That's when I understood. This wasn't a haunting. It was a countdown. And I was the one counting. 7th photograph. I should have thrown the camera out the window, smashed it, burned it. But my hands moved on their own, aimed at the bedroom door. The flash ignited. The image surfaced slowly, like something drowning in reverse. He was inside the bedroom now, sitting on the edge of my bed, Naomi's side. His head was tilted, looking directly at the camera, at me, and his hand. His hand was holding something, another Polaroid camera, pointed back. My legs gave out. I hit the floor, photograph clutched in shaking fingers. That's when I heard it. A crinkling sound, coming from the leather camera bag I'd tossed on the floor. I picked it up. It felt heavier than it should. I ran my fingers along the velvet lining inside and felt a tear in the fabric, a false bottom. I ripped the lining open. They spilled out onto the floor like a deck of cursed cards. Polaroids, dozens of them, dust-covered, yellowed with age, photographs covered in dust, decades old. All of them showing the same thing. People in their homes, ordinary moments, reading, cooking, sleeping, and in every single photograph, in the background, the corners, the mirrors. Him. Getting closer. The final photograph was different from the others. Showed a man I didn't recognize, holding the same SX70 camera. His face twisted in terror. And behind him, nothing. Just empty space where the figure should have been, because he'd already arrived. On the back, written in shaking handwriting, I became the photograph. 1 exposure left. I'm standing in my living room now, camera in my hands. I can feel it pulling at me. That magnetic need to know, to see, to complete the sequence. Maybe if I don't take it, he can't finish, can't reach me. But here's what you need to understand. What I see in his eyes now, it's not anger, it's envy. He's not hunting me. He's waiting for his shift to end. Every person in those photographs, they all took the last shot. They all needed to know. And when the film ejected for the 8th time, they saw themselves. Standing exactly where he'd been standing, looking exactly how he'd been looking, trapped between the emulsion and the paper, watching the next person pick up the camera. My finger is on the shutter button. I can't stop. I'm sorry. No. No. Someone, can you hear me? Don't pick up the camera. Please, don't.
Ah, you have the eye of a collector, young lady. That camera, very special. Just be careful. It has a way of capturing the real you.